against the Napoli goalkeeper, scores, it's 1-0, and that could be a massive goal.
Oh, yeah!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of Borderline Glory here with Saint-Etienne. In today's episode, two games coming up. It's against Napoli in the Champions League round of 16. We've had a couple games since last time out. We still remain top of Ligue, a 3-1 and a 3-1 win. Home and away, Nantes and Nice in those games played. We are 9 points clear still. 9 points clear, 12 games to go. Hopefully it is a league title on our way at the end of the season. We have a game in the gap as well against Rennes. After the Napoli game, we do have a game against PSG. Don't know if that will be on camera, because even if we were to lose that, it would be 6 points ahead, so I guess it's not that pivotal, but obviously it's going to be an interesting one. And I guess the real focus is on this Champions League campaign, where we will come up against Napoli, who find themselves in first place in the league. How is their record looking? It looks like they've been unbeaten all season, is that? 2 games they've lost in the season. By the looks of it, they are top by 17 points, which is always nice. But, you know, we are also clear a little bit at the top of our table, not doing too bad for ourselves. So no reason why we can't go and give this Napoli team a very good game. Let's go and get straight into it. The first game of 2 at home against Napoli. So the team for this game against Napoli starts with Triguera in goal. We've got a backline of Agbinifel, Juanma, Lidal, Barber, Jaworski, Blazquez, Nuhard in the middle, Garcia on the wings, and Napa up top. As we walk out here for this round of 16 first leg, it's going to be a tough one evidently against Napoli. We did expect that though, but hopefully we can go and look to inflict a little bit of revenge against the team who we did lose out against in the Champions League 2 years ago. But this would just be a big statement. You know, Napoli will be one of those front runners for the title, and if we can get a win nice and early, not only does that show we are here to turn up and go and have a real good campaign in this Champions League, but it also will inject us with a little bit of confidence, knowing that we can go and stand toe-to-toe with teams like Napoli, and there's no reason why we can't, because we are a very high quality team. Even if we have been having a lot of games, even if injuries have been affecting us here and there, we're not doing too bad, and we open up here with 3 shots on target, possession looking even, but the goal, expected goals, is in favour of us. And we have Josh Liddell playing today. I think I'm favouring him, you know, and this could be the reason why. Who's going to go up for it? It's floating around, there's a push in there, and it's going to be the chance for Julio Napa to make it 1-0 from the penalty spot. Keeping Liddell in is just such a sensible play. The amount of goals he scores, I think he scored like 3 games in a row, all just from headers. It was absolutely ridiculous, and he's a very senior player. We know how good he is. Look there, 3 goals in 4 games, and from headers, those set pieces, it makes sense, especially when it can be tough to get goals, and it is something that teams can be vulnerable to. Napa against the Napoli goalkeeper, scores, it's 1-0, and that could be a massive goal in qualifying for the quarter-finals. It's a lovely finish into that bottom left corner. It beats Trubin, who's between the 6 for Napoli, and he's got a goal for himself in the Champions League, but Napa gets another one, and he is going to go ahead. You'd think in that golden boot race he makes it 1-0 here. Lovely finish from that man up top, but there is a corner here for Napoli. We do have players who are very good with those headers, but we need them to be good at the headers when defending as well. But I think the Liddell decision is a very sensible one. Zajac still on the bench. Juanma alongside, I guess they're more used to playing with each other. Who knows? I guess it's just something we're going to have to figure out as the season goes along. The ball floating around, it falls into Napa. Nuhard could have a bit of space to run onto this. He's not able to get there. It will fall back to a Napoli player who's floating around the midfield over the top down this right hand side. Will the ball be square? Let's have a look. It's pulled to the edge of the area. The return ball into the Napoli players. Some really good football on display, but luckily we cut it out. It's a good bit of defensive pressure, and we do win this ball back. Here is Garcia on this right hand side. He is going to look to try and do something, but he wasn't able to in the end. Turnover once again. Napoli in possession down this left hand side. They're going to look to progress it. What can they do with this one? Can they square it? They do. The shot goes in, and that is 1-1. That is very frustrating. You know, we were holding out very well, but ultimately they do go and get a goal back, and making it a very, very tough day against the team top of Serie A. It is 1-1. 4 shots on target, 5 shots on target now for us. It clearly shows we're in this game. We're with the elites now. You know, there's so many good teams on display here. Atletico Madrid beating Liverpool. They nearly crashed out of the league phase, and are now beating Liverpool, a team who finished top 8. We are obviously one of the top 8 teams. Looks like Monaco were as well, and I believe Dortmund were, which is interesting to see that none of the actual top 8 teams are winning their games. I wonder why that is. Maybe the pressure's got to them a little bit, or maybe they just weren't deserving of that top 8 spot. Who knows? The ball in the possession of Napoli, just off the back of us, holding it for a little bit. It does go over the top here. That striker for Napoli, he's on the ball once again. It's a dink shot, and luckily it hits the crossbar. He's causing us a few problems, and hopefully we can keep him at bay in the remainder of this game. Can we get a second before half time? That would always be great for us to go and set us up into a real good position to kind of build on in the second half. We don't want to stay at 2-1. We've got to build on that, go and create more chances and get a real lead established. This is where the knockout mentality comes into play. It's all about getting those goals, working the chances and building that momentum. If you can get that nailed on, along with working on the morale and making sure the boys know what they are tasked to do, you'll ultimately go and get the win in the knockout football. Here is New Hard on the ball. He finds Rock Barber. Can he go and play a ball into the middle? 2 men ahead of him. He's not really used to seeing something like that on that side of Rock Barber, and he's run straight into almost a brick wall. And will the shot go all the way here? It does hit the inside of the post, and it does go wide. And that is it's a very, very close call in the end there, the final few moments, and that will be that for that first half. A very eventful one. 2 teams both really going at it, and you've got to credit us. We're putting on a good display for the neutral. This is the game to watch. 2 underdogs for the title, you might say. Napoli looking like a very strong team. Their striker Oyo, as you can see there, 23 years of age. I think he was formerly with a French club, and we had the chance to sign him, I even believe. I'm not too sure. Yeah, he was with Troyes there. It would have been a good signing, but we got Julio Napa instead, who's clearly done better, so I guess we can't complain too much about that. Draws in 3 of the games on the night, 3 out of the 4, the only one being Atletico Madrid, until Chelsea scored, and they go ahead. Can we go ahead, though? That is the real question on everyone's minds. I'm going to bring Zajac on there. I want to bring Mace on as well in at left back. Is there any attacking changes, really, that we can look to make? I'll bring Minge on that left-hand side for Garcia, who's had a bit of a quiet game, and then I will make a midfield change and potentially bring Napa off in the final few moments of this game should we be looking for a goal. We do need a winner, really. We have to go into this this second leg with that lead. It just gives us a solid foundation, because going away to Naples is never going to be an easy game, so it would be ideal to go and do that. Ball on that far side for Napoli now, though. We do go and win it back with Julio Napa. New hard, the counter attack is on. Napa finds Garcia. Who can he pick out? He might go all the way himself. Garcia beats his man. Can he square it? Who's he going to pull it back to? He squares it. It's New hard, and Minge is there. What a goal that is. It's 2-1 here. It's a lovely finish from everyone involved in that. That is absolutely beautiful play. The way we move through the park there. Garcia just pulls it back, picks out New hard with a lovely pass. He's very unlucky to not score, but it falls out in the end for a free header for Minge off the bench. He makes it 2-1 here. 3xG. We are going toe-to-toe with this Napoli team, and who knows how far this team can go in the end. Let's go and make some changes. I don't think I'll bring Napa off. I'm going to bring Dzegu in there, and then also I'm going to bring Blázquez off, bring Campo into the middle, and make those changes there. That is going to be the final substitutions for this game. We're 2-1 up. This is going to be a big result at home. Away from home, it's going to be a tough one, but if we can play like this, then we'll be a no match for Napoli. Is there going to be one final chance for one of these 2 teams? Let's have a look. It is Napoli on the ball. They're going to look to try and work it down this left-hand side. It's Udogi on the ball for Napoli into the centre-backs, working it around the back, switching it over to that far side. Potentially need to read that as soon as possible. Will this ball go in behind? Let's have a look. We need to be careful. What's gone on there then? Rock Barber has had a loose pass, and it's been capitalised on by the Napoli players, and ultimately it looks like we're going to come away with a draw here. So devastating, because we've been such the better team, but it doesn't look like it's going to be our day. The full-time whistle goes, and it is a 2-2 draw, and it's all to play for in Naples. And the team for this second leg against Napoli, it starts with Triguera in goal, backline Agbonifo, Juan Maladao, Barber, Jaworski, Blázquez, New hard in the middle, Garcia, and Napa. 49 goals up top. As we get ready to go here for this game against Napoli, what a stadium we come to, and what a game it is going to be. We have to turn up, it is going to be a tough one. away from home, but there's no reason why we can't go and win it. We showed in that last game that we have the quality to do so. We have arguably a better team, more rested team, sharper team. We did win our game in the gap 4-0 against Rennes, 2 goals from Napa. His form at the moment is pretty insane, 6 goals in the last 5. That's not too much by his standards. There was a game where he got 7, if you do remember there. And I don't know what this run of form is saying here. There's 5 games there, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In those 10 games, how many goals did he score? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24 goals in 10 games. That is just, that's ridiculous. That's like, what, 2.5 goals, 2.4 goals every single game without fail. Absolutely crazy. We are underway here in Naples. It's going to be a big game, and we do want to get through to this round of 16, round of 8 of the Champions League, the quarter-final, as most will like to call it. And it's going to be a very interesting game for the neutral, no matter what happens. But ultimately, we want to go on and have a good campaign. You know, at the end of the day, we've come into this Champions League because we do feel like we can win it. That's why we've stayed another season. But whatever happens, I guess it's not the big overriding goal that we had with Saint-Etienne. It will just be a real cool thing to go and add on top. And this team is deserving of a Champions League, in my opinion. But there is a goal for Napoli. It's an interesting effort on that far side from the Napoli player, and then the rebound does get floated out. It will count as a goal, and that will go down as 1-0 in this game, 3-2 on aggregate, and we have got some work to do to get back into this one and turn this scoreline around, because this is just not ideal for us, really. Going 1-0 down as early as this in such a tough game. We need to be forward. Where is these attackers? Feels like we've just got no identity. We've lost our identity in the attack. We've done very well there to win the ball back a bit, just work it around. Love the ball down the wing. Garcia on the ball. He's going to advance with it. He's going to square it, and he finds Napa. It's as simple as that. When you need him most, Julio Napa turns up. It's his 9th Champions League goal, and what a time to score it. He's made it 3-3 on aggregate. It's as simple as that. We silenced the Napoli crowd, and that is just ridiculous. Garcia, our new signing on that far side, has gone and squared it, and who else but Julio Napa? He's going to want a header here. He's going to go out for a throw potentially on that far side, or it will be kept in by the Napoli player. We just need to create chances like that, win that ball, recycle it, move it out to those wings, square it, bosh, goal, sorted. Exactly what we need. The ball is getting in behind though for Napoli. It does go square, and that will go off at a Saint-Etienne player for a corner. The scores all tied, and this has been a very interesting start once again, just as it was in that last game, to the game against Napoli here. The 4-0 win there, as you can see. Will it show us Ligue on how we're doing? Currently we are 12 points clear, because PSG, have they lost the game in the league? They drew. I know they did lose actually, and now we are 12 points clear. So whatever happens in that PSG game coming up after, we will still be 9 points at a minimum ahead of them, which is just crazy. We are actually doing well on the goal difference, did check as well, so it could be our season in the league. Who knows? That would be a crazy achievement. Blázquez on the ball, Jaworski out to that right hand side, potentially recycling the same type of chance. It's Nuhard, it's Garcia, he has the shot, and it's a save from the Napoli goalkeeper. It was a cheeky effort. He just really tries to slot it into that bottom corner, and we have got ourselves quite a player in Garcia for just 900k. As you can see there, he's already got 10 goals and assists in how many starts is it? Like 3 starts? Or 7 starts actually. 7 starts, 10 games, 10 goals and assists, and that has only gone up here. 11 games, 11 goals and assists. That is some crazy numbers, and Luis is going to have to fight for his place back. Garcia, there he is again. What a ball that was, and it's half time. He's hit that on the full volley first time, and he was unable to find Julio Napa. Very unfortunate, really, and that will be that for the first half. Here is the half-time period for us. We're going to get those words into the boys, get them nice and ready to go, get a bit of energy back into them, particularly along that defence I'm seeing, which could be an important factor, particularly if we do get this goal. I think we're going to make some early changes. We'll wait it out just a little bit longer. Do we? I'm looking at, yeah, do you know what I'm going to make him? I'm going to bring Garcia off, the left-hand side Garcia, bring Minjon there, and then I'm going to bring Blázquez off, bring Campo into the middle there, and see how he goes. Or do I bring Silva? Do you know what? I'm going to bring Silva on, because I brought Campo in last game and he just wasn't that convincing. I will go and make that change there, and I think on that left hand side it could give us some fresh legs. We were working very well down the right, down the left. If we can get that going, we will be all over this Napoli team and start firing in the goals. Who's there? It's Napa. He's at the inside of the post and he's not able to score. That is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, it's so close, and if that's going to be a difference maker, you're just going to feel so hard done by. 60 minutes gone, and that was the chance to go ahead in this tie. So frustrating, but ultimately we are creating those chances. We brought on those fresh legs, and we are ready to go for the last 30 minutes of this game. Hopefully it is just 30 minutes. We will obviously have extra time should this game require it. There is a corner here, defending required. We've got Liddell still in the pitch, we've got Napa still on the pitch. The ball goes to the edge of the area, we win it back. Agbenifo, he's all alone, he finds Modi Newhard, he's got a load of space ahead of him, and he's advancing with this one. What can he do with it? Where's he going to go? He goes all the way himself. Oh, what a goal that would have been. And he's, I think he's crumbled under the pressure a little bit there, because I think if he'd have took one more touch, that could have been a definite goal. How unlucky is that? Agbenifo knew hard. Would you believe it? The most unlikely of combinations in a counter-attacking situation like that, but it worked, and we were very, very close to getting a goal. I don't know why we've not got a player on that far side. The ball floating around back with that striker for Napoli, the ding ball in. It's going to go back square. Where's it going? It's floating around and well over Truguero's goal. That will not trouble him at all. The final 20 minutes we approach here in this game. Is there any change we could look to make? Agbenifo, apart from that chance, had a bit of a quiet game. Mace into this one could be an interesting one. Here's Mange. He's going to find Agbenifo. Can he get a goal? Just as I say that, the curse would do absolute wonders right now. Juanma over to that left hand side. This is Champions League football, folks. The most exciting of all. Rock Barber, he's advancing. Can he square it? He does. Julio Napa has scored. He's done it. He's got another one. It's 2 goals for this game, and what a goal it is. Another header, and that is just incredible. Who else would you expect it from? It was never in doubt. He's gone and got it in the big moments, under pressure. No pressure for Julio Napa. He delivers again. It's 4-3 here, 2-1 on it's 4-3 on aggregate, 2-1 in the game. I've lost all composure, I've lost all my words, but ultimately we are 2-1 up, and we are about to crash out Napoli, one of the big favourites for this tournament in the round of 16. We knew we were going to get a big team, but ultimately we've got one of the biggest of all, 18 points clear at the top of Ligue 1, of Serie A, I should say. And as it stands, we will be through to that next round, unless there's a chance here for them. They're advancing the ball. It's squared. It does go over. Not even troubling Truguero. We're going to make some more changes. I'm going to bring Rock Barber off. I'm going to bring Olofsson in there. And then I'm also going to, let's just calm it down a little bit. I'm going to bring Newhard off. I'm going to bring Campoy into the middle there. We've got one more change. We do. I'm going to bring one of the centre-backs off. I think I'll bring Liddell off and bring Zajac on there and get these two into the mix at the back. It's been a very, very close game, but ultimately the difference by the looks of it will just be that one goal, or maybe not, because Garcia, who's had a very good game, has just run that ball into a Napoli defender. Maybe we can win this ball back nice and high. Let's have a look. It's on that far side now for Napoli. We've got Agbenifo, bit of defending required from him. It's floating around. Will the shot go in? It does go in, and it's wide, completely across the face of the goal. He can't find the target, and we have absolutely silenced the Napoli striker who came to our stadium, got a few goals, and ultimately we've silenced him in this one. Atletico Madrid 5-1 up at Anfield. They were 5-0 up at one point. Chelsea 5-1 up at Dortmund. But we have done it. We have won this game against Napoli, and we are through to the quarter-finals of the Champions League. What an episode that was. And our quarter-final opponents have been drawn. Take a look at some of these, by the way. I think we can get our draw for the whole kind of like season. So as you can see here, we are playing against Monaco, a team we've already beaten twice this season, and should we go and win that one, we could potentially play PSG, a team who we've beat once this season. They've beaten us, and our next game we will play will be against PSG, or it could be against Bayern Munich. There's a game between Barcelona and Real Madrid, and the other one Chelsea versus Atletico Madrid. It's going to be an interesting one coming up against Monaco. In the next one, we will actually go and play them before that game, the 2 games in the Champions League. We will play them in a quarter-final of the French Cup, and if we go and beat them in every single game, that would be 5 out of 5 wins against Monaco. How ridiculous would that be? But what an episode it's been. Do we have Julio Napa top of the scoring? Not yet. We've got a player, Newton. Where is he? Newton Cossack is currently top of the scoring. Let's go and have a look what's going on there, because I'm a bit annoyed with that. Let's have a look. Napa is actually top, but Cossack has done it in less games, so it would go to him by the looks of it. We do need Napoli to go and bag a few more, hopefully. But this guy's 24 years of age, putting up numbers like that in the Champions League. He's ultimately got us through to the next round of the Champions League, and as well the final is being played at the Signal Laguna Park, which would just be a ridiculous game, one of the best stadiums in the world to go and play that final in. And we did actually have a campaign where we did play against in that stadium, or we really wanted to get there because we would have played in that stadium and didn't. We're just going to go and get there in the end by the looks of it. That would be really, really nice for us. 12 points top, clear at the top of the table, a quarter final of the French Cup, and we do have a game against PSG where, if we were to win that, we would go 15 points clear, a quarter final up against Monaco as well. We are in good shape at the moment. Hopefully it can continue into next episode. But if you did enjoy this episode, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Make sure to go and join the Discord down below. I'll leave you all this little tune. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all for another episode soon. Thank you all.